Loose, relaxed grip is the key to smooth, fast drumming, but that's often easier said than done. How can we balance looseness with control? I'll break down my grip for you and we'll watch slow motion footage. Hey everybody, welcome to The Non-Glamorous Drummer, where we're all about learning the core drumming skills that help you to make music faster. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I received a really good question from someone recently via email, and they were basically asking, how can I maintain looseness in my grip without the sticks just flying out? And that's a really good question because I talk about looseness a lot on this channel because it's very important to have a very good loose, smooth kind of grip where the stick moves a lot, but you don't have to move a lot. But the big issue with that is, okay, if we're gonna grip really loose, how do we stay loose but keep control? How are we gonna play that loose and also play fast and also play loud and not let the stick just fly out or easily just hit something or go its own way? And so that's a really good question. That's what we wanna address today. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I grip so that I'm able to maintain a lot of control even with the looseness. So I'm able to put very little effort into playing most of what I play. One of the first things that I'll teach a beginner student when they come into their lesson and I hand them the sticks for the first time, maybe they kind of have a default way of gripping the sticks and either they're on the right track or the wrong track, but either way, we'll take the stick and we'll hold it up with the thumb and the first finger. And I'll say, okay, drop it on the drum and just let it bounce. I have the snare tune pretty low, so it's not even bouncing a lot. But notice that in doing this, I'm forming a pivot point, but that fulcrum, as it's also called, it doesn't consist of me squeezing the stick with thumb and first finger. Like, we're not doing this, we're not squeezing it, because if we do that, then it kind of gets forced down too soon. The stick isn't actually doing what it wants to do. But if we let the pivot point, it's kind of be formed underneath, so it's kind of like it's sitting at the bottom of the letter V. Well, that means we've got a little bit of pressure here because it's touching a lot of skin on the side of the thumb and that first knuckle on the finger, but the thumb and the index finger are meeting beneath the stick, so that's forming a level of security here. That's sort of the stability of the control. The stick is still free to move up and down as much as it wants to here, but because the thumb and the first finger are meeting underneath, that's where we gain our control. So really the only adjustment I'm making from there to, normal grip is I'm bringing the fingers in. But rather than holding the stick up here, where it's sort of close to the palm of my hand, I'm letting it drop down a little bit lower. So it's really, I'm playing almost down with the stick, almost down near the last knuckles, the end knuckles of my fingers. So it's almost like this, but held this way, loose, palms down. And so if I hit pretty hard, I'm able to let the stick bounce up because I'm loosening my fingers enough that the stick can do that. So really there's that much finger looseness happening to allow the stick to move that much within my hand. So the stick is pointing straight up, but my hand is not, and that's key. That's also because of the space I'm allowing here between my finger, like this joint here, and my thumb. I'm not squeezing right here, because if I squeezed here, I would have to lift my hand up a lot to allow for that rebound. But if I stay loose here, then the stick can bounce up on its own. All the while, this loop is being maintained right here. So there's basically a loop, an O shape. Most of the friction, like my grip on the stick, is actually coming from the side of my thumb here, that first knuckle, and then this part of my palm. The stick is hitting my palm right here, and if I've got some hand sweat going on or I've just put on some lotion, I'm good to go, and the stick is not going anywhere. Most of the time, like every time it goes down, I feel it hit my hand right here. And then there's also these fingers that are kind of brushing up against it as I go. And so actually, even though this is very loose, there's still complete control because there's enough skin friction there that the stick's not going to slide out. Now, if my hands are super dry, that can be an issue. And I got to put on lotion and I got to do some of this and get some blood going to them. And the more I play, the more, the natural sweat happens. And so they get a little stickier. But as long as my hands are sticky, there's no reason for them to fly out. And that really does help with control. If you feel like your sticks are sliding a lot, just put on some lotion. Make sure your hands are staying clammy. Or if you have the sweaty hands problem, the opposite end, put some of that powder stuff that gymnasts use. Put some of that on your hands and that could help you also. So enough of me talking and kind of visually breaking this down for you. Hopefully that all made sense, but I want you to watch slow motion footage of me doing this so you can see exactly what my hands are doing, because I know actions are going to speak louder than words. So I hope that my explanation made sense, but I want you to now watch exactly what I'm doing. I'll play singles at a couple different tempos and you can see exactly what my fingers are doing and how this whole grip thing is working. Hey, I really hope this video helped you out and provided you with something valuable to incorporate into your practicing. If so, I hope you'll share the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, I hope you'll subscribe to The Non-Glamorous Drummer. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.